We work with customers that are either acquiring, or in a lot of cases, it's even more complicated with a divestiture from a security and just working between the two organizations. The Quest toolset is fantastic. It helps us tailor the solution. A lot of times, again, as we get into this, we don't know all the workloads that'll be required, and we don't know the level of coexistence that's required. So when we're doing these complex demergers, acquisitions, we find that the Quest toolset provides us with what we need and the flexibility to meet the customer needs.
So a good example of an M&A recently was actually a divestiture. There was a manufacturing company, very large. It was spread throughout several regions, and so it was really important for them to drive a good user experience during the migrations because of the complexity of their organization, moving multiple workloads in M365, as well as a greenfield Active Directory environment. It meant that it was going to be a longer transition period. And so having the ability to facilitate a good user experience throughout that time was really important for them. So coexistence really allowed for that, to have kind of a rich experience between the two organizations while they were transitioning. And also having that desktop update agent really helped for the end user to have a good experience throughout, and then finally as they're cut over to the new tenant to really just be up and running the next day.
We're seeing customers struggle with Active Directory experience, and ivision brings years of Active Directory design and migration experience to the table for projects and demergers. And then we can also provide managed services as well if there is that gap to maintain.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of clients that don't have the time or the expertise to manage that directory and to really securitize it the way it ought to be. So we have a lot of tools that we leverage through Quest, as well as our own in-house managed service teams that help them on an operational level that they really need. It's going to provide a safety net in many cases, recovery, and just uptime is really going to be driven up because these are critical infrastructure pieces that they can't go without.